this is Juhi, and welcome to episode number 1 of Juhi Approved. Today, I am going to talk about 3 things that I am absolutely obsessed with. 3 things that mean so much to me. And they are Tampa, Enrique Iglesias, and rainbows. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the city of Tampa. And not just the city of Tampa, the entire Tampa Bay area, because I am absolutely in love with it. I moved to Tampa in August 2015 to attend the University of Tampa. And as I've said in previous videos, the only 3 things I knew about Tampa before I actually moved here were that it had the University of Tampa, it had 2 beaches that were about 20-25 minutes from the university itself, and that I would be 4.5 hours away from Enrique Iglesias, who resides in Miami. That is all I knew, and so this was a huge leap of faith for me because I had never been to the States before, so obviously I'd never been to Tampa before, but I'd seen photos and I just knew it was going to be the right decision for me, and honestly, it has been the best decision I have ever made because this place makes me so happy. I could be anywhere in the world, and if I'm away for more than 3 days, I start missing Tampa so much. This past week, I was actually on a cruise with a friend of mine, and honestly, the first night itself, I told her that how much I was missing Tampa. So I love Tampa so much, and I honestly think that everyone should at least come here because I don't want way too many people moving here because it's my secret little place. But at the same time, I think it is growing so much, and there's just so much opportunity here that I think everyone needs to come here and at least look at what we have. When it comes to Enrique Iglesias, I don't even know where to start because I have been in love with this man since I was 2 years old. And I don't even remember this part. My family tells me that when I was 2 years old, the only kind of music I would listen to and dance to as a baby was Enrique Iglesias. So there you have it. I've been in love with him since I was 2 years old, and he has been the focus of so many of my big life decisions, including moving to Florida because I applied to universities in different states, but Florida has the weather going for it, for sure, but Enrique Iglesias was a huge plus. And he is just so inspiring to me because his entire story of how he had to hide from his parents that he wanted to pursue music because he always knew that was what he wanted to do, but his father, who was also a very renowned musician, did not want him to follow suit. He had to borrow money from his maid, and that's how he submitted his first album. So I think that is so inspiring, and just in general, he is someone who cares so much. He cares and loves his fans. When a few months ago, actually, at a concert, he hurt himself using a drone, and instead of stopping the show, he actually went forward, and his finger was honestly like drooping, and instead of stopping the show, he drew a heart with his own blood on his shirt. And now he actually sells those for Save the Children. That's the organization that he's super involved with. And funny story, once when I was in Chicago, I was walking down the street and this representative from Save the Children stops my friend and I and asks us whether we know about Save the Children. And I was like, of course, Enrique Iglesias is the brand ambassador, and she did not even know that. So I taught someone from the organization who their brand ambassador was because Enrique Iglesias. Honestly, I think everyone loves rainbows, but my connection with rainbows is just a little special. I really like rainbows. I have photos of like me with double rainbows in the past, and Tampa and rainbows actually mean so much to me because when I was on my flight to Tampa, I was in the flight with my dad, my friend, and my uncle, and we were just about to land. So the pilot announced that we're just about to land, and I look outside the window, and the first thing I see in Tampa was a rainbow. And that just meant so much to me because in some way I felt like that was a sign that everything was finally going to be all right, and everything was going to make me as happy as rainbows make me, and Tampa does make me extremely happy. Actually, this past week when I was on the cruise, I actually saw a rainbow then as well in the middle of the sea because there was a storm, and it was just beautiful. Every time any of my friends see rainbows, they actually send me photos of them, and I think it's the cutest thing ever because everyone knows how much I love rainbows, and they honestly make me so happy because I love unicorns and rainbows, and I think they just go so well together. So thank you everyone for watching this week's video. I talked about 3 things that mean so much to me, which are Tampa, Enrique Iglesias, and rainbows, because I think they're all very, very Juhi things. So I wanted to start this series by talking about 3 things that mean absolutely everything to me. So tune in next week and find out what are 3 other things that are #Juhi approved. Thank you.